How's it going, everyone? I am here with a Blu-ray review of the brand new WWE DVD/Blu-ray that was released this past Tuesday, which was Daniel Bryan Just Say Yes, Yes, Yes. As you guys can tell, I went with the Blu-ray edition over the DVD just because, you know, Daniel Bryan is my favorite wrestler, and I feel like the Blu-ray was more well-rounded towards him. I felt the extras were things that should have been on the DVD, in my opinion. So I definitely felt the Blu-ray was more well-rounded and definitely added, you know, more to it. Which the DVD portion, or DVD version, isn't bad at all, but just like I said, I think the extras really rounded it out to make it more complete. But, yeah, this came out this past Tuesday. I was really excited for its release. And without further ado, let's jump into the review. Alright. As you guys can tell right here, here's the cover. It says Daniel Bryan Just Say Yes, Yes, Yes. Of course, got a picture of Bryan right there holding the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at the time, which was, you know, both titles, with the confetti falling in the background, the WrestleMania 30 logo in the background. I like the cover. You know, it's a nicely themed WrestleMania 30 cover, you know, with him holding the title, the pyro, and the confetti, and the stage in the background, and the fans right there. I think it's a really well done cover, and it looks good, especially when you have it. Here's the spine right here. It looks like on the shelf. WWE Daniel Bryan Just Say Yes, Yes, Yes. And here's the back right here. Still going with the WrestleMania theme with the purple and everything. Of course, here is the back with the description. We'll read it together, if you guys would like. Follow the journey of WWE Superstar Daniel Bryan as he prepares for his WWE World Heavyweight Championship match in the main event of WrestleMania 30. In this never-before-seen director's cut, WWE cameras sit down Daniel Bryan and follow his every move as he looks back on his WWE career and his bumpy road to WrestleMania. This collection also highlights the career of the leader of the Yes Movement, with the most memorable moments and matches in Daniel Bryan's career. With all this action and more, let's help make the WWE Universe point their fingers up, raise their hands, and shout, yes, yes, yes. Of course, here's a picture of Daniel Bryan right there with a yes towel, looking all nice. Picture with him and Sheamus, him and Cade, when they won the tag team titles, and him and Batista, I believe. Looks like Batista. And then here's some of the matches that are included. Him and Sheamus, him and CM Punk. The tag title win of Team Hell No, him and John Cena, and of course the triple threat match, plus more. And when you open it up, this is what it looks like. Of course, you have disc 1 right here. Look at Daniel Bryan. Of course, that's a steel cage moment, one of the biggest moments of his career. And then here's disc 2 with the Occupy Raw moment, which is really cool. And behind disc 1, of course, or on disc 1, you have here's the documentary right there. You guys can see them. You can see the chapters. So yeah, that's where it ends right there. I hate the Blu-ray format where it just covers the listing, so it's kind of hard to see it sometimes. But yeah, it ends right there where it says Power of the Yes, I believe. I can't really tell. But yeah, here are the matches too on the Blu-ray, as well as the interview segments between the matches. So yeah, that's disc 1 for this set on the Blu-ray, and then for disc 2, here are the matches. And that finishes the main set. And of course, these are all the Blu-ray exclusives right here with the matches and interviews. And here are the extra stories that didn't make it onto the documentary. But yeah, that does it for the set, what it looks like and everything. Let me put the DVD back over, or Blu-ray back over here, and put the camera back on the stand. Alright, there we go, it's about perfect. But yeah, this set, all in all, is extremely well done. It is a really good set here, and I'm not just saying that because I'm a Daniel Bryan fan and Marky's my favorite wrestler, but honestly, this is probably one of the better sets we'll see this year. This is just an extremely fun and enjoyable set, honestly. The documentary is just an extended version of the network special. The documentary on here is about 1 hour and 6 minutes, so it's just I want to say, I don't know how long the documentary on the network is. It's either an hour or just under an hour, so you don't get that much extra time on the documentary, but I still think the documentary is actually really good. What I like about this documentary is it's just like a little preview of what you're going to see when he does get a full-length documentary in the future. They briefly go over things, and once his legit documentary comes out, they're definitely going in depth and they're telling a lot more. In this documentary, it was kind of like the Orton documentary where it would talk about his career, then it showed clips of his journey to whatever. This documentary was called The Journey to WrestleMania, so you'd see talking about his career, then you go on to him doing things in New Orleans, like press conferences and everything or whatnot. But yeah, this documentary, like I said, is really good. If you see it on the network, you pretty much this is an extended version of it. They pretty much just talk about how he started training with Shawn Michaels, and then they go on to his independent career where he started wrestling for Ring of Honor. And then, they pretty much just talk about how he got signed. And then he started an NXT thing, which he hated NXT because he thought it was the dumbest thing. They didn't really showcase anything, just all these dumb challenges and everything they're doing. He thought that was really stupid. And then talked about him getting fired and then being brought back. And then it went to him talking about him winning the world title, which I actually know they talked about him being cut off the card for WrestleMania 27, how disappointing that was for him, which led to him winning the world title, which led to him turning heel. And he talked about WrestleMania 28, of course, about him getting screwed again out of his match with Sheamus, and then went to him the Team Hell No stuff. Then went to him beating Cena, then pretty much to WrestleMania, WrestleMania from that. So it pretty much just highlights and briefly talks about the biggest moments of his career, not everything. Like I said, it was just really just jumped around where it went from him being fired to him, talking about being cut off of WrestleMania 27. So it definitely just jumped to the biggest moments of his career, I think, or at least the moments that he wants to talk about. So they definitely didn't go over everything. So that's what makes me excited for his, like I said, his documentary in the long run when it comes out. His full-length documentary about his entire career. So I'm really looking forward to whenever that comes out. Not expecting anytime soon, but when it does, it's going to be awesome. But, yeah, when it goes to the matches, I think the matches are really good they're really good matches. I don't think there's one match on here that is bad at all. I think every match is, at least, it's good to awesome. This entire set, the matches aren't dull. This is not a dull set. There's not a boring moment on this set at all. I watched everything on this from start to finish. Everything on disc 1, everything on disc 2, and this is honestly a great set to sit through and watch. Nothing gets boring, nothing gets tiring. It's an awesome sit through, and I think the interviews really add to it too. They did this with the Shield DVD too, where the main feature is a network extended version of the network special, but with the matches they put a brand new exclusive interview on it. So I think that really added to it too. I honestly think probably the sit down interview is probably better than the documentary itself, to be honest. I really felt like you were watching somewhat like a mini documentary with those interviews between the matches. I thought they were great, and they gave great insights to each match too. The first match with the dark match tryout, which you gave great insight to about how that even came about and what happened after that. That was actually a really good match, by the way. I was really surprised how well that match was. But yeah, like I said, the interviews really added to each match, and I thought they were great. And the match, like I said, the matches on here are great too. There isn't a boring match, and there isn't a bad match on this set too. So just an extremely easy sit through, and this is definitely worth the money too. The documentary is about it's an hour and 6 minutes. So I think the matches on disc 1 are almost 3 hours, and the matches on disc 2. At least the main feature match, not including the Blu-ray extras, but the main matches on disc 2 are over 3 hours, and you have an hour and 20 minutes of Blu-ray extras. So you got you have over 7 hours, almost 8 hours, I think. I don't know. I didn't add that up in my head. I'm just guessing around. So you got a lot of footage on this set, a lot of length on it too. But like I said, yeah, the interviews and matches are great. The Blu-ray extras aren't that great, even though I think they added to it. I don't think they were that good in the long run. The match with John Cena from Velocity, it's awesome to have. His match with Regal NXT was like 2 minutes, so that was really short and disappointing. The tag match with him and Brie versus Ted DiBiase and Maurice, that was just there for purposes like showcasing how far him and Brie go back and how it all started for them. And of course, you had the amazing moment with the Wyatts, or the amazing moment with Bray Wyatt after that steel cage match when he turns on him, and that amazing moment. That was definitely, that match should have been the main the main feature as well. And the stories are actually really good too. There was actually out of the I don't know, 10 stories or so on the Blu-ray, about, I'd say 4 or 5 of them are actually stories that I had no idea, or I didn't know the backstory of it. So they're really informative too. So it was definitely great stories to have on the Blu-ray. But yeah, definitely go out and buy this set, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't. This is definitely a must-have, not even just for Daniel Bryan fans, but just for any wrestling fan. Like I said, this is just an extremely easy sit-through. The documentary is really good. The matches and interviews are awesome. I can't speak highly enough of this set, honestly. It's really enjoyable, and I hope everyone goes out and buys it. It's a very fun watch, and I think this will probably be one of the best DVDs of the year when it comes to an end, because this is, like I said, just not a dull moment, not a boring match. Interviews are great. This is great. This is great stuff, and it's a feel-good DVD too. Like it's a feel-good set. You just feel happy about it. However, it does go downhill at the very end of the main feature when they before they show they air his announcement about him coming back. They pull the Warrior, with the Warrior documentary, how Warrior is all happy to be back, and it's like, oh, how many hours later Warrior passed away. They did that here. It was all celebratory when Daniel Bryan won the title. Then it did the whole sad thing where it said 2 months later Daniel Bryan had to vacate the title due to injury. And you saw him like walking out of the doctor's office, which looked depressing as hell. So, I mean, there's a down period on it. There's a down period interview segment that's about 5 minutes. That's pretty depressing. But besides that, everything else is awesome, fun, and enjoyable, and just a great watch overall. So definitely recommend go out and buy it. And if you guys do, hope you guys enjoy it like I did. And hope you guys enjoyed the review. So hopefully, if you guys haven't bought it, maybe I persuaded you or convinced you to go get it. If not, well, hope you guys enjoyed the review still. But thank you guys for watching this video, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.